Good morning. This is Larry McMillan with a stock market update on Tuesday, April 8th. We waited a day to put this video out just because I wanted to get a handle on what the market was doing in this severe sell-off that happened after the tariffs were announced. The market had been sliding towards the bearish side a week ago, but nothing terrible. And now we've fallen off the cliff, basically. The market is very oversold. Just about every single one of our indicators is oversold. We do have one new buy signal. We will probably rally from around this area at least for a while to get back to the declining 50-day or maybe 20-day moving average. But this market is wounded and probably is in a bear market now for a while. The S&P index bottomed yesterday right around 48.35. That's not a particularly notable level. If you look back historically, it's just where the buyers happen to step in or the sellers ran out of ammo or whatever, however you want to put it. Meanwhile, the equity-only put-call ratios are blasting higher. They're the highest they've been in quite a number of years. And so the sell signals from that indicator remain in place. They would have to roll over and begin to trend lower in order to get buy signals there. The S&P index closed below the -4 standard deviation Bollinger Band. So that could set up a McMillan volatility band buy signal, but that's going to take some time. That won't happen immediately. Breadth has been terrible, and the breadth oscillators are very oversold, although in the past, historically, they've been more oversold than this, but that's usually after weeks of negative breadth. We've really only had, a couple of weeks of, and it's really only 1 week of really bad negative breadth. But right now, these oscillators are very oversold. It would probably take, I'd say, at least 3 days of positive breadth on the New York Stock Exchange to turn those indicators around to buy signals. That's possible, but it won't happen in 1 day. The new highs on the New York Stock Exchange have just completely obliterated new lows. Yesterday, I'm sorry, that backwards. New lows have obliterated new highs. Yesterday there was one new high and I think about 1,200 new lows. So this indicator remains bearish and it will remain bearish until new highs outnumber new lows for 2 days in a row. That's going to be difficult to do because the market is, well off its highs. So I don't know how the stock's going to make a new high here anytime soon. The new high is being a 52-week high. The VIX has exploded to the upside finally. VIX has kind of gained a reputation for not really flying upwards anymore when the market gets worried, but this time it did. Traded up to 60 yesterday and then backed off. And that is the one buy signal that we do have, the VIX spike peak buy signal. So that indicator will remain bullish unless VIX goes back above that high of yesterday, 60.13. Meanwhile, the trend of VIX, though, has been bearish for some time, and that's been a good indicator for this current market. All of our bearish positions, we have rolled down the spreads to lower strikes as the market declined. And of course, the same will hold true for the bullish positions when they come. The construct of the volatility derivatives has turned extremely bearish, and that's not a good sign. In other words, the term structure of the VIX future slopes downwards. The term structure of the CBOE volatility indices slopes downwards, and as long as that's the case, it's pressure on the market. If it reverts to an upward slope, then that would be a bullish sign, but it's not clear that that can happen either anytime real soon. So right now, probably the best we're looking at is a potential oversold buy signals that could happen within, let's say, a week. We do have the one VIX buy signal. And, the put-call ratios could turn if the market really turns solidly upwards. We're up a lot this morning, but we were down a lot the last couple of mornings, so we'll see where that goes. Meanwhile, I invite you to look at our daily newsletters because this is a time to be paying attention to things on a daily basis, and visit our website to do that. Meanwhile, have a great week trading.